Alright, shut that off. We're gonna start.
Please. Shut that off.
Shut it off now, motherfucker. Hey, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Look at those owls. See those owls? Look at
Very nice.
Look at the animation and the lighting.
Animation.
Got dynamic lighting on those owls.
Electronics art.
This is an EA game. This is an EA game back when EA's slogan was challenge everything instead of fuck over all your customers. I think there's already a save file. I'm gonna create a new one. Start new game. You gotta remember we're save 3. So I kind of
we should forget.
No, we're gonna
start like another save game from like a different part. We're like, we're gonna leave off here.
Yeah, wait a minute. Replay a part like 4 times. I don't think I can skip this. All right. I kind of picked this game because it's a little more lax, and I kind of wanted to actually like talk about shit as opposed to just talk about how Hagrid's a fat fuck flying on a motorcycle.
Now we gotta talk over the dialogue.
Like, anyone really gives a shit. Like, this book's like over a decade old. I'm pretty sure everybody knows.
Did the game come out before the movie?
I think the game came out after the movie, but not long. Like, the game is based on the movie,
okay.
not the book. Right. Nice name. The Disneys.
Witchcraft and wizardry.
It's essentially a boarding school. Do you think they had like gay sex all the time at Hogwarts? Hard-hitting question of the day, Tom.
Well, it's mixed gender.
Yeah, but the dorms aren't mixed. Dude, if they were Harry and Hermione, oh man, all the time. He'd have been tapping that all night long.
Well, you just go down the hall if they want to, like.
Yeah, but I'm assuming the paintings like are watching you.
Oh yeah, that's creepy paintings. They're just like, oh yeah.
If I was still alive, I'd totally jack off to this right now. That's fucking weird. Harry's like 12 in this one. I have to say, the Harry Potter franchise of movies handled aging child actors the best.
Yeah.
They were the same actors throughout the entire series, and their ages made sense. They did his model just fabulously. Yeah, Dumbledore's face isn't totally flat. His face is like the shape of a car windshield.
No, I don't remember much PlayStation games in terms of how they look. Do you remember? Does this look like a normal PlayStation game would look?
Yeah, this is pretty close. Because I had this system. Not like this gray one. I had the PS1. I now have a PSX and I regret it. But,
how many polygons do we got going on?
This is 32-bit. This is probably like 6 polygons. But, the PlayStation 1 had the most inferior graphics out of this generation. I think there was the Saturn, the N64, and the PlayStation. I think even the Saturn.
With the disc, though, right?
PlayStation. No, I think. Did I talk to you again, asshole? I think the Saturn used discs before the PlayStation did.
What's the Thunderbolt in the corner? Is that your health?
Yeah. But I kind of wanted to actually like talk about video games a little bit in this one. I think there's a secret door. Secret door.
Is this like Legend of Zelda Harry Potter version or something?
Essentially, yeah. I think the later ones were more focused around action, and this one was around exploration.
Merlin.
I like this game. I had this game. This is my like original copy from when I was a kid. I like this game. I
never played this game when I remember playing games on your PlayStation, but never this game.
Because this was a single player one, I tended to gravitate. Like, if I was going to have people over, we'd play, like, Crash Team Racing or something.
I remember playing that Spider-Man game you had.
Oh, that game was fun!
You know what it was called?
I think it was just Spider-Man. It was, like, the first Spider-Man game.
Yeah, but it had, like, a lot of the original, like, enemies and
the
comics.
Like, you could, like, swing around, like, an open world and, like, break shit. It was actually pretty fun.
It wasn't just, like, the... Like, I remember from playing on Eric's PlayStation, like, I forget which Spider-Man it was, but basically all I would do was slingshot across New York City.
Yeah, it's like, alright.
This game, I actually liked the boss fights. There was, like, ton of them.
Yeah, the original one was
I remember there was
really
this
well
one
done.
part where like you had to run away from Sandman in this train station.
Oh yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
uses this big wall of sand coming at you.
That mission was so hard. It took me forever to
I remember
beat that.
Electro was hard in that game too.
Yeah, it had a lot of the characters. Dr. Octopus was the final boss, and his fight was hard. You were in these shafts, and you had to keep moving, and then he would like punch through, and he'd try to attack you, and then you had to wait for this right moment to start like firing stuff at him.
Who's this guy you're following?
Ron Weasley.
Oh, okay.
He's the ginger.
Well, I saw he had ginger hair. I just didn't want to be one of those guys that assumed. But yet they're coming out with a new Amazing Spider-Man movie, and Electro's supposed to be the new enemy.
Yeah. Eh.
Yeah.
Honestly,
everyone was really liked the new Amazing Spider-Man, but it wasn't that. It was like this. I don't know. It wasn't that great to me.
Yeah, were we watching bits and pieces of that over? I think at Cal's.
Yeah, we over at Cal's.
Yeah. It was eh. It didn't grab me. I don't know, but I'm not the biggest. Ironically, despite the fact that I really like making movies, I'm not a big fan of watching like full-length movies.
I love movies.
I don't know. I just feel like it's too much time commitment.
I'm trying to get sick of these superhero movies though.
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Like you know how they're gonna end. Obviously, the good guy wins. Like no shit.
I always
Wasn't there
wanted.
something up here?
I always love the
Guess
movies that go for the complete letdown twist and just like I don't know, do some really drastic like just they make you get really invested in the protagonist and then just kill him. Like I love.
What's a movie that does that though? Because there
not
really
a lot.
aren't. No, because it's not typical.
Yeah.
Typically, audiences don't like it when the protagonist loses.
Yeah, but I like it sometimes. It just gives it something new. It's like.
Well, it's like holy shit! It's not the same shit over and over again.
Mm-hmm. You know. What spell?
Fucking die, bitch.
What spell are you casting?
The knockback jinx.
Oh, I can't hear what he's saying.
He's saying flipendo.
What?
This game's controls are a little strange.
Who wrote the book? Rowling?
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah. I'd like to know how she came up with all the names for the spells. Just like, well, Bendo, yeah, sure, that works.
Yeah. I've been writing some scripts for the animated project that my sister and I are doing, and I'm basing it on something that already exists, so names have never really been an issue up until I had to create a couple of my own characters, and then I was like, well, shit. So, yeah, names are a huge pain in the ass.
You should have named them all the same thing.
Yeah, that would have gone over
Named
really
them all
well.
Frank.
Well, I wanna go up there. Gonna be cool
Okay,
shit.
I'm already lost, and you seem to know where you're going.
It's kind of linear. It's just like, oh, you learn the controls. I remember this. I remember this because I used to, when I was a kid, I sucked huge balls at video games, and it took me forever to beat this game. Because I'd just get stuck after a while, and I'd be only playing the first missions. But yeah. Oh, scary. Who's that? Oh, man.
Is it a ghost?
Shut up, nearly headless Nick, you fucking
Spooky.
asshole.
Ghost.
Oh my god, fucking... There we go. 5 points to Gryffindor. I don't know if it's... I think the point system is rigged. I think it's rigged so that you win. Win the House Cup. So you haven't bought anything over the Steam sale.
I haven't bought any video game in the past year.
Wow.
Halo 4 was my last purchase.
Really? Damn. Well, I guess, honestly, Halo 4 would be my last purchase. Well, besides the Vita, I haven't really purchased any games.
The only thing
either.
I'm planning on purchasing, video game wise, in the next like 6-month period is GTA 5 for the 360, because I'm not planning on getting a next gen console until they're launched, and I can see what's coming out for them and get them after everyone's like.
Everyone's bitched out one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of got screwed by just completely staying away from the PlayStation. I wish I had gotten it when they initially lowered the price on the original ones. And they brought them down to a more reasonable price. Because I feel like then I would have been able to get, like, the God of War and Metal Gear Solid and shit like that. I would have been able to play all the exclusives that now are, like, 4 or 5 years old and nobody really plays.
There was that time though where when they first came out, where PlayStation had like no exclusives.
Yeah, Xbox had all the good ones, like Gears of War. I'm trying to think, what other ones?
You know,
Fable.
You know those two songs? I don't know who. Did
Sarcastic Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't listen to those songs now.
Why?
Well, I can. I always hear it's always where you hear like the other lyrics too at the same time, you know?
Oh, like the original songs for them? Oh, yeah. No, the parodies for some reason always tend to stick in your head. I don't understand. I guess because they're more comedic, so they tend to, you kind of remember them a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this next generation.
I'm not.
No?
Not yet.
I wasn't originally, but now that I've... Shut the fuck up, Ron Weasley, you dickhead. Now that, like, I've gotten a Vita, and there's, like, you know, remote play and shit like that, I'm kind of excited for, some of the new stuff. I'm excited for the next, Saints Row. And, I'm probably gonna pick up the, ah, shit, it's inverted. I hate that. There we go. Now I gotta, like, focus. I'm gonna completely lose my train of thought.
The rings. The rings.
It's like Superman 64. 3, 1. I'm gonna make it. Oh, you bitch.
5 points for Griffin. The next test is a little fly through. Ready, Potter? On my whistle.
Wait a minute, I didn't see no whistle. Put your whistle out again.
Fucking bitch. Alright, I got the magic bean.
That's a bean?
Yeah. Dude, these are still pretty shitty graphics. You still gotta use a little imagination. And I was talking to somebody, I don't remember who it was. We were talking about video game graphics. And the other person I was talking to was like, oh yeah, you know, graphics are so realistic. You know, I'm excited to see like where they'll go in the future. And I'm like, honestly, I could care less about graphics.
Well done, Potter. I shall award 10 house points for that fine.
I'd rather have a game that plays amazingly
On my whistle.
and the graphics look like ass in a box than a game that looks beautiful but the gameplay's like really repetitive and shit.
Well, yeah, I think number one for me is gameplay.
I think that's number one for everybody. Like, everyone's like, oh, no shit, duh, but it's like...
Well, graphics has to be to a point where I can, like, play the gameplay effectively. Like, I can actually see what I'm doing. Like, the lighting's not all fucked up or something like that. But as far as, like, making sure everything looks beautiful, you know, it's like...
Like, dynamic lighting and shit like that.
Yeah,
like, you don't immediately...
As long as you don't sacrifice what I want, and you have time to do it, then go ahead and do it, but you can't get the little ones until you get the big one.
I know, I fucking thought I flew through that one. I thought it did the gavoosh. I think I have to get at least 15. I know I ran out of time. There we go. I just don't want to keep playing this. I don't like the broomstick. The broomsticks kind of control like ass. But next time on Let's Play Harry Potter's Ballsack, we'll find out what dumb bitch Hermione wants.